So how has lockdown been treating you guys? How have you found it?
Good. We've wrote some of the best songs we've ever wrote.
Really? Have you been writing behind the scenes? Yeah.
Like you wouldn't believe how much we've been doing. It's been a good time creatively because you can actually have time to sit and think. You know what I mean? And plus, like you have like your down days because you're bored, and the best songs come out of the most intense mindsets. You know what I mean? So when you're like at your saddest or you're at your happiest or you're most lonely, that's when you write your best music.
That's it. And it's nice because how are you finding collaborating with everyone? Are you kind of having Zoom sessions to write as well and saying, right, I've got this and I've got that and let's pass it around?
To be fair, we're all kind of like avid producers as well. So like, say if one of us has an idea, we'll record it into like a Logic file, bounce it over to the other lad, and then it just kind of like things just ping about, which is interesting because it gives a new aspect to songwriting. Rather than being together, like you do that, it's kind of like you give them the sounds and then it kind of go away and do your own thing. So it's been really cool. To be fair, it's been a completely different aspect. So it's been cool. It's been fun.
That's nice. And as well, like you've been getting involved with some great stuff because I saw you got involved with Independent Music News' album for Feed the NHS, which is amazing. How did that all come about? Did you just kind of get contacted or did you contact them and it just all...
We've got a good relationship with them anyway.
Yeah.
I think it just kind of like they just asked us as like we're doing this, and we'd done the live stream, but we hadn't done anything for the NHS yet. And I think
Mm.
it's like it's an important time to do stuff like that. So
Absolutely.
they asked us, and it was like it was never a hesitation. It was like, yeah, this can be our thing that we do for the NHS in this time. So we just went for it. Like,
It's good to see. Yeah, and it's great to see because you've got a Spotify playlist as well, which is Together in Music, haven't you? Which, you know what, that playlist is probably the most angsty playlist I think I've ever seen. The amount of like angst coming out of there is amazing. I want to listen to it and walk around the park. Like I really do.
now, like to us, it's really important. Like we've made a lot of friends. We like some people like to keep like really mysterious and stuff, but we're like really goofy. I think so. We like to make friends, and like that music's literally just full of like friends and other bands that we love. It is quite angsty, but I think that's
Yeah. It's good though, and it's all like upcoming, really exciting bands. There's some great names on there.
yeah. There's like we made it between us, and there's some of my favourite bands in there. Like it's nice to kind of have something different, people to listen to. It's nice to give people content, just to kind of know what you're thinking, and not with just these photos on an Instagram page. We are people, and we do listen to stuff, and we do function in the real world.
I think that's the trick is to like, is to be supportive of everyone because you never know when you're playing a gig with them or you're gonna be like they're supporting you or you're supporting them. And I think it's nice to have that all across the UK as well because it just opens up so many more doors as well and you can get to know everyone and it's a collaborative thing at music. So
It's nice to have friends. Like I think not even like on a like we make friends with these so we can gig with them, but like generally, it's nice to meet nice people. That's what life's about, is meeting cool people and meeting friends that you can have a beer with and not just talk about music all the time. It's nice to talk about dogs and I don't know, food and shit.
other things. Yeah.
Talk about music all the time. So it's nice to make friends.
It.
It's cool.
Yeah, because it can. I mean, you've done some great live streams as well. And I've been dying to ask bands how it's been kind of recording a live stream of a set in different rooms, in different places. How has that been doing that?
It's to be fair, we tried to do one the week before we actually did, like we tried to do one first time and it failed.
Oh.
We had a lot of people like commenting like, "Where's the stream?"
It's good that people are saying though.
Yeah, I know. At least it gets a little bit of interest, but the technology is the hardest bit. Like the actual performing bit isn't hard. Like you find a decent space that makes you look a tad cool, and you play it. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the cool bit. The hardest bit's just the technology and stuff, and making it not look crap. You know, because some of them can look really like boring, and it's good to do something different. Like we did ours with a drum machine. Give like a '90s Joy Division vibe, maybe.
It sounded, it slapped. Like it was really good. Connor's vocals were awesome.
Yeah, I appreciate that, and we all appreciate that. No, that's cool. It's weird to see kind of like staring at a screen like this.
Yeah, it is because it's like he's still got that persona, but from his bedroom or wherever he was sat. It's great. That's the thing. It is trying to make your environment look cool because we're getting a behind the scenes look at the Novus here, so we need to see cool things.
Yeah, it could have been easy for like, us to disappear, and like especially Connor, because Connor's like really quite placid in real life. He's not like that, freak that you see on stage. So it could have easy. He still brought out his freakness, which
That's it. The comfort of his own home, which is his safe place.
but his parents were terrified.
Comes down and says, "Wait, who's this?" But you've had some new tracks out as well. You've had Frosty and Darkness come out. Now, I really like them, how you kind of brought them out as a B-side. Because Frosty was great because it had that very ferocious side to it. But then Darkness had that kind of like laid back feel. It had a bit of a harmonica in there. I was like, this is new. I loved it. So and you recorded those with Gavin Monaghan, didn't you?
Yeah. For us, it's funny because we've been, like, me, Connor and Tyler have been together since we were 16.
Yeah.
So we're now 20 this year, which is making me feel very old.
Big team.
But they were the first songs we ever wrote. So for us, it's kind of like we needed to get them out. And like, with Gavin, like, we're like, his family to us. It's like, we're very privileged to know him as well as we do. And we're very privileged for him to give us the time that he does, because he's a very well sought after man. So for us, it was kind of like, it was different to what we expected it to come out as, both songs, but it really went well. We're excited. We've got loads more like coming up there. We've recorded a lot more stuff that we're really excited about to kind of change our sound and our image and stuff, because it's a new start for us. So we're excited for the future now.
Are you still working with Gavin on these new tracks?
Like we couldn't imagine working with anyone else. Every time we go in the studio with him, something new happens. It's a really intense experience, but it's really cool. You know what I mean? It's really exciting every time something new and you didn't know about yourself comes out of it, especially with him in that environment.
I think that's it. It pushes a different creative side of you out as well. When you're under a bit of pressure or you're under a bit more an intensity, you do kind of bring things out that probably may not have been there that you thought. So it's like, oh, great.
You find things out about yourself. With music is a big influence for that. You know what I mean? Especially when in different studios with cool people and it's really like quite a spiritual experience, because the whole energy of the place, it's really hard to explain without you being there yourself. You know what I mean? But it brings things out about yourself that you didn't know, and things you can do that you didn't know you could do, which is always exciting.
And it's great you found like a producer that really gets you, because it's great that you've worked with Gavin on a lot of your material, because it shows that through the recordings that he really understands your sound and he's bringing the best out of you, which is great to have as a producer, and you know who you're going to work with going on. I think that's wicked.
Well, he's known us since we were 17.
Oh, he's had you since you were babies.
So he's seen our demise into, you know, what we are. Bit sad, but no, it's good. We get on really well. He's like family to us, and that helps a lot, you know.
Yeah, it's a much more nicer, rounded experience, and I'm liking the videos that you're bringing out as well. There's some great music videos you're bringing out. I mean, that PMF video, how boiling was that being in those masks? Because it looked like a hot shoot.
The thing is, like, there weren't props. Like, we have a good friend who films our videos, and they were genuine, like, Ukrainian wartime masks that he'd managed to buy the video, like the videographer. So we got them shipped from Ukraine, so they were real. They weren't like.
What? Were they really heavy? They looked like a big load on your back.
Yeah, they were. I can't, like, basically, like, in one of our mates got really, really ill after he used it. So we reckon there was some mad, like, hidden flu in there or something. It was mental.
Oh no.
They weren't great, but it looked cool. So you got to, no pain, no gain, you know.
Well, that's it. It did look sick, but all your videos are as well. The video for Frosty looked awesome as well. Like, it's nice because it's got a DIY feel to that one, which I thought was really cool. And I think I like how you're using that colour red a lot. That's a very Novus colour, and the black kind of silhouette vibe. I'm liking it. I
think we're ready to get out of the red now. We've done the red now for like a good year, and that was kind of
change it.
Like the new era of stuff when life gets to normal. You know, will be interesting. I don't know what colour we'll use. Maybe blue.
I mean, you've got a lot to pick from. You could start brand new. Pick a new colour.
It's going to be a real weird change, like.
Yeah, I'm really excited, because are you going to start playing these newer sounds and tracks live when you get back on tour?
Yeah, I think so. I think these things kind of happen organically. It's never like a conscious effort. It's like, oh, let's play that tonight, and it just kind of molds into it, you know what I mean? So it's a complete organic process. But we intend to. I think we intend to kind of show. We're getting older now, you know, and we're kind of starting to understand ourselves a bit better musically. So we kind of know what works and what doesn't.
I think music grows with you, doesn't it? That's the thing. Like, you learn about different things. And when you get older, you do start listening to different types of music as well. So that kind of seeps in as well, which is...
Isn't it? Like, the more you listen to it, and more influences you have from the life, like the world around you, like just little things like, you know, what happens in the world, TV, art, everything kind of influences in different ways, you know, which is...
Oh yeah, that's it. You got to keep your eyes on everything, because there's so much to see in this day and age, isn't there? There's just everything online and just everywhere. Colours.
Yeah, colours stuff.
Yeah.
Oh. So what can we expect from your Balcony Fest set on Saturday? What can we expect from the Novus?
More of like trying to do something different.
Yeah.
Trying to completely rearrange songs that we know and we have played for a long time into a different way. And more of kind of moving about. I think he's going to move from the bedroom to his shed this time.
Oh, mix it right up.
Well, yeah, No, I think Connor's going to try and I don't know what he's going to do. None of us do.
It's going to be a surprise for you all. After lockdown's kind of like over, I know we don't really know the plan with it, but are you looking to play a few gigs at the end of the year, or are you going to kind of go into next year now?
No.
It's difficult.
It's hard to say, isn't it?
We can only adapt to what we know is happening at the time. You know, I think our mindset at the moment is we're not going to gig until 2021 now, and if things do switch, we'll naturally turn on the gas. You know.
Yeah.
But our outlook is we're not going to be gigging this year, and we've got to keep ticking along while we're not. You know, we can't afford to stand still because it's a long time and it's a good time to be productive. So
yeah,
who knows? We're not looking. You know, we're trying to stay realistic.
Just looking at now,
yeah, man, living now.
Yeah, living it now. That's positive. I like that. That's good. That's a good note. Well, thank you so much for chatting to me. I'm really excited for your set. It's going to be good, and I'm excited to see this shed.
Yeah, thank you for having me, and I hope everyone enjoys it.
You're welcome. No problem. See you soon.
Right, yeah.